A nice afternoon in June. Even though June is a happy month for the twins, they just had their birthday after all. It's also a month that most students dread, for it is the month that has final exams. Kai! Chapter 13, Exams. What is it, Kaya? I need help with math. I still don't know how you don't understand math. Your physics grades are better than mine. Physics uses math. Because physics is easy. You throw a ball and the speed and direction depends on the initial force you throw it with. Me? Mr. Ball? Force and direction, launch protocol engaged. Then it slows down because of the air resistance, which makes the momentum smaller. They usually don't ask us to calculate this, but we need to know the theory. Still, Mr. Ball. Air resistance? Still me. At the same time, it's being pulled towards the ground by gravity, which is 9.81 meters per second squared. Then the ball falls down to Earth again in a parabolic path. Sorry. What the hell is that? Warning. Inescapable gravity. 9.81 meters per second squared. Then you just use the correct formula. See? Easy. How are your physics grades better than mine? But what am I calculating in math? X means what? Pancakes? Parrots? Cleo's bank account? What is it? Why are there so many letters that mean nothing? I see. Maybe you just have trouble with the abstract part of math. What does art have to do with it? Not that kind of abstract. No one gets that. Oh. I meant the fact that you don't have a practical example of what you're calculating. In physics, you know you're working with a ball, so you can visualize what you need to know. Does that make sense? Yeah, but how do I use that for math? Well, maybe you can... What the fox is that? I don't know! Kids, I'm sorry. The contractors for the restaurant remodeling are here now. I brought you some ear protection. Can't they come back later? Yeah, we need to study for exams. I'm terribly sorry, but I can't help it. It was either today or in 6 months. I simply can't afford to wait another 6 months before opening the restaurant. But I have a solution. I can drive you two to the library so you can study in peace. Oh, then we can see Misha again. Misha? She's my newest friend, remember? The one that helped us at the library for the treasure hunt? Oh, you told me about her. The girl that speaks Russian, right? Exactly. Oh, wait a second. We can ask Benji if he wants to come. He wouldn't like this noise either. Good call. And call is what I'll do. Then I don't have to waste time climbing the stairs. Hi, Koi. What's up? Hey, Benji. Want to join us at the library to study? Now that there's so much noise coming from the restaurant? Noise? Yeah. Don't you hear the construction noise? I'm not home right now. I'm studying in the dungeon in the game shop. You have to multiply by n here. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Isn't that distracting? Something about the background ambience helps me focus. I can't study well in silence, and music always distracts me. So, this is the best place for me. Benji's out studying at the game shop, so he's fine. Oh, that's good. Although, it would have been nice to have him join us. Oh, I know. I'll invite Cleo. Hey, Cleo. Do you want to join us to study at the library? Oh, I would, but I can't right now. I have a private tutor over. I'm brushing up on my Arabic. Arabic? That's not one of our subjects, is it? It isn't. I'm already done with our subjects for tomorrow. Wow! That was quick! Keeping up with everything during the year pays off in the end. Why Arabic, though? Just curious. Daddy has some big clients that speak it. Learn the language and customs is beneficial for business. Your tea, Miss Cleo. Ah, thank you, Alex. Cleo had plans, so she's out. Rex is out as well. I just called him. Ugh, I'd like to, but I can't. I have Nate over to help me study. He's worse than a drill sergeant.
The clock is ticking, Rexy. You're not at passing grade levels just yet. We may need the whole day.
If you see me mentioned in the news later, you'll know I've murdered him.
Sounds like he has it rough. I'm sure Nate will help him out. No, I think Nate is exactly what makes it rough on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We are now arriving at the library. Thank you for choosing Dad Airlines.
This is a plane now? Where are our complimentary peanuts?
Maybe you can find some in between the seats, but I wouldn't eat those if I were you. Give me a call when I need to come pick you up again.
Will do, Dad. Bye, Dad.
So this is the library. Whew, looks a lot bigger than the one we had in our old town.
Doesn't it? Come on, let's go to the front desk and say hi to Misha. Huh? She's not at her desk. Maybe she isn't working today? She's a student as well, so she also needs to study for exams. Aw, I really wanted to introduce you to her, but I guess I have to wait for another time to see Misha again. You talking about me? Misha! First of all, still library, quiet down. Second, I'm not glued to the front desk, I do other things in the library. And third, I'm not allowed to work during exam period. Misha, meet my brother Kai. Kai, this is Misha. There's two of you? Nice to meet you, Misha. I'm Kai. Don't worry, I'm not as energetic as Kaya is. Good thing too. I'm not sure the library can stand two of her. That checks out. Oh, hardy har har. Kaya's loud so funny. On another note, since you just told me you're not working, official friend request. Huh? Sorry, Misha. You're being befriended by Kaya. There's really no use in resisting. Please be my friend? Is it normal to feel like I'm being held at gunpoint? Don't worry, I hear the feeling fades pretty fast. For a moment, I thought you were gonna make a run for it. I was thinking about it. Was it because of something I did? It was 100% because of what you did, Kaya. Contact saved. Yeah, what your brother said. But it's also because of me. I like making friends, but I have a hard time accepting new people in my inner circle. It's something I'm working on with Miss Bluford. Miss Bluford? Yeah, she's my therapist. You know her? Is her first name Sabrina by any chance? Yes. So you do know her? You could say that. She's her mom. What a coincidence. Although, seeing as there is Sword psychiatrists who specialize in hybrids, it's not that much of a coincidence. She's been booked full ever since she started working here. Wait. Hold up. Miss Bluford is your mom? Yeah. But she's so sweet and gentle and calm. And you're like a walking confetti bomb. I wish. I can't throw confetti at will. Man, I can't believe that you guys are Miss Bluford's kids. What are the chances of that? I know, right? Those chances would be pretty low, I guess. Does she talk about her patients at home by any chance? Oh no, she would never. She can't discuss anything about her patients with us, or anyone for that matter. She has her vow of secrecy, or whatever it's called. Work talk is just straight up off the table when it comes to mom's job. Huh, that's a relief. She told me everything's confidential, but I've never had therapy before, so I was a little worried about it. I take it you don't want to talk about what you're going to therapy for. Not really. It's not that big of a deal to me, but I'd rather keep it to myself for now. I understand. And that's totally fine. Just know that if you need someone to talk to, I'm just a phone call away. That's actually really nice of you. Maybe you are Miss Bluford's daughter after all. I'm taking that as a win. By the way, we would love to keep talking, but we actually came here to study. Right, Kaya? Oh yeah, we should do that. Grades are important too. I guess we should. Let's grab a seat and get to it. Well, about that seat. What? Why are there so many people here? Oh, come on! We came here because we couldn't study at home. Now we can't even study here. Kaya, shh. Still a library. Is there any space left? Not according to the registration sheet. Seems like it's all filled up. Is that a normal thing? Depends on the day, but yeah, it can be. They told me that last year you had to reserve a spot 3 days in advance for the day before the math exam. Oh, I know! We could just sit somewhere else in the library. That's not allowed. But why not? Imagine everyone studying wherever they wanted. People would trip over students just trying to get a book. I guess I can see that. But how are we going to study now? Look, I shouldn't be doing this, but we're friends now, so follow me. I'm not supposed to show you this, so keep it a secret, okay? I don't want to get in trouble with Miss Miller. Who's that? My boss. Hold up, guys! I dropped my books. So, just to make sure, no telling anyone about this, and make sure to keep a low profile. So, don't make any more noise than necessary. I don't know what you're looking at me for, but alright. I'll keep her in check. Behold. A key? Yes. And behold, object number 2. The poster? The wall? Sure, that's correct, as well. But it's what's behind the poster that's important. Now, watch this. Open sesame. Wait, what? How? Why, that's so cool! Why is there a secret door in the library? Actually, it's not really a secret. This is the event room. When it's needed, the wall can be opened like this and make the space larger and turn 2 rooms into 1. An event room? Do you really hold events in the library? I thought I had to be silent all the time. Uh-huh. Tell us more about silence, sis. They don't hold concerts or anything like that, but cultural organizations do hold educational events in the library. Schools are often the ones that visit those. But they have a stage! Yeah, but they don't use that for music. At least, that's what I'm told. It's more for educational plays for children. The last event they held was a month ago. It was a puppet show for elementary. Kaya, what are you doing? I'm just gonna have Kai take a picture of me on stage, since I've never been on one before. Already knows what she was gonna do. Just be careful, okay? I'm not supposed to bring friends here, much less have them fall off the stage. And I really don't want to get in trouble with Miss Miller. Then you shouldn't have brought them in the first place. Sukkable. We should go and explain everything. Misha told us to leave it to her and not say anything, remember? We'd probably make things worse if we butt in now. I'm sure Misha's handling it. What are you even doing here? I work here, Misha. She isn't handling it. The better question is, why are you betraying our trust in you by sneaking in more people than we agreed upon? Only you and your girlfriend were allowed in here to study. I know, but am I not supposed to help out my friends? They had no room to study in the hall anymore. Then you should have reserved the spots like everyone else. But they couldn't! They had some kind of unexpected thing going on at home that made it so they couldn't study there. Isn't the library a beacon of knowledge, like you say? Well, and aren't you the one who spent 2 whole hours explaining how important education is? Why are you getting in the way of my friends when they want to study? At least I'm helping them. Maybe she is handling it? Misha, that's enough. And I held up my end of the bargain with the book reading. I read every book you gave me. It even improved my reading speed. It did? Yeah, they tested me at school last week. It's up to 140 words per minute now. Not great for my age, but coming from 108, it's an improvement, right? It sure is, Misha. You should be proud of that. Really? Absolutely. You are bettering yourself at tremendous speed. Keep up the good work, junior librarian. And just for today, I guess I can overlook your little subterfuge. Your friends can stay today. She handled it. No food in the library. Yes, ma'am. We'll get rid of it. All gone. We did as she asked. Junior librarian. Did I just get a promotion? Are you okay, Misha? You're not in trouble, right? Nah, it's fine. You sure? She looked angry. That's just how she looks. She's always angry about something. Did you guys eat my popcorn? Oh, yeah. Sorry. We didn't know it was yours. We just found it behind the curtain. No worries. I've got more stashed away in other places. Why do you have popcorn stashes? Mandy has diabetes. She can't just eat whatever. So I have some snacks she can safely eat. She has a good handle on it, but in case of emergency, I also have a sugary soda on hand. Isn't sugar bad for her? I'm no expert on the subject, but both low and high sugar is problematic. I can't help much with high sugar if her pump fails, but the soda would help with low blood sugar in a pinch. Okay, who is Mandy? A friend of yours? She's my girlfriend. She's coming over to help me study. That's why I prepared and why I asked to use this room. Can you guys help me move the table? Of course! Of course! When will she be here? In a bit. She's still working at the animal shelter. What are you studying today, Misha? Science. We started with forces this semester. I was hoping Mandy could teach me because I don't understand a thing about it. Huh. We had that same book last year. We also started forces last year. Shouldn't you be further ahead? You're older than us, right? Kaya, my dear sister, what have I told you about thinking before you speak? And subtlety? I don't see what subtlety has to do with this. I'm just saying that she's studying the same book we had last year and... Misha, I'm sorry! I spoke without thinking again. It's okay. I got held back 2 grades and it's not that big a deal. Although I must say, way to casually rub it in, new friend. Really sorry. I'll make it up to you. Let me help you with your studying. Huh? I don't know. Mandy's already gonna help me. One doesn't exclude the other, though. Also, she may not look like it, but she got an A+ on all physics exams last year. Please let me help. Sure? Yay! You will not regret it. Small print. That's not a guarantee. The Dragon Twins Company takes no responsibility for the outcome of whatever Kaya attempts. Okay then. But if you start confusing me, I'll be waiting for Mandy to help me. I want to pass the exam, not do worse. Deal. Let's study. So you see, if you stand on a moving train and you throw a ball in the air, it goes straight up and down for you. But someone standing next to the train will see the ball move in a parabola. But wouldn't the wind blow the ball away? Yes, but the question says to ignore the wind in your answer. I think I get it. Both me and the ball move at the same speed of the train, so that's why the ball acts normal for me. But it moves forward for the guy standing next to the train. And when you understand that you can... Wait a second. Oh! Mandy sent me a message. Look behind you? Gotcha! Who's my favorite doggo? Hey Mandy! Hi Misha! Finally made it here. Yeah, you're quite late. Did something happen? Someone called in sick, so I had to walk twice as many dogs. So Misha, care to introduce me to our guests? Of course. Guys, this is Mandy, my girlfriend. Mandy, this is Kai and Kaya. Hi. Hi! I ran into them on the way here. Remember the birthday group I talked about before? Ah, Loud Girl. That seems accurate. Hey! Just kidding. Nice to meet you, Kai and Kaya. Nice to meet you too, Mandy. Nice to meet you. Kaya helped me with physics. I understand the train problem now. Oh, that's great. Thanks, Kaya. If there's something I can help with, just say so. Maybe you can help Kaya get started on her own studies? Kai? I'm serious. You've been helping Misha, but you haven't helped yourself yet. That's because I still don't know what I'm doing wrong. And you were explaining on the ride here, it was making sense. Then I tried it by myself, and it just didn't. Math, right? Let me try to help. I had this last year. 20 minutes later. This isn't helping. Weird. I don't see why you can't do it. We do one together and you get it right, but you can't do the next one on your own. Have you always had problems with math? I mean, it's not my best subject, but I never had bad grades. Except for that one test that you totally bombed last year. Yeah, but that was because of the dragon flu. Dragon flu? The common cold is pretty bad for us for some reason. We started calling it the dragon flu. Huh, weird. Also, why call it dragon flu? I'll be happy to explain that after we save my exam, thank you very much. Oh, right. So you didn't do well on the test after you were sick? Not doing well is an understatement. I never had a worse grade in my life. You must have missed out on something while you were home then. Yeah, I missed 2 math lessons. Also, I soft-locked our first Phantasm 10 save file. And you're spending hours fixing that. Also, the 2 lessons you missed were exactly about the part that is important for these exercises. Really? But how can I only now have trouble with it? Because we never needed that specific formula for anything else. The teacher even told us we wouldn't be seeing that again until the next year. And Mandy probably skips that step in calculations. It all makes sense now. Let me explain that step to you. About 15 minutes later. Oh my fox! I did it! I solved it! Look, I solved it! That freaking formula was the problem! Great going, Kaya. Congrats, sis. Awesome. I can do everything now. I will ace this exam. Calm down, Kaya Dark. You still have the rest of the subject to study. Right, but that won't be a problem now. I'm on fire right now. Start the training montage music. We're in a library, and we don't live in the movie, sis. Fine, then I'll provide it myself. Eye of the Viper. My work here is done. Didn't actually do anything. No music in the library! Sorry. A week later, after the exams, Hybrid City Counseling Center. The waiting room. Hey, listen, hey! Misha? I can see you now. Come in and have a seat, Misha. Thank you, Miss Bluford. It's good to see you again. It's been a while because of the exams. So, how did the exams go for you? I recall you were a little anxious about them. I was. But then Kaya helped me study physics. Ah, yes. I heard that you two are friends now. Frankly, she couldn't shut up about it when she got home that day. Did she manage to help? Yes, she helped a lot. It's the first time that I actually got physics. Mandy helped me out before and I got decent grades because of her, but I never had the feeling that I understood what I was doing. But the parts Kaya explained, I do understand now. While we're talking about exams, how did Kaya do on her exam? She was having trouble with that. Oh, she did fine. It was pretty funny as well. Funny?
How did you get a better grade than me? I taught you how to solve the equations.
I guess I'm just better than you, brother.
Or not.
Or two. Kai couldn't get over the fact that Kaya got a higher grade on the math exam than he did. But let's get the session started. Is there anything you would want to talk about today, Misha? Well, I'd like to pick up where we left off last time.
End of chapter 13.